Okay, so my girlfriend has cheated on me the last couple of months. This is a question in the coaching group, Durianrider.com. So, alright, I'm going to read it out here. I'm in exchange in Vienna, and my girlfriend at home has cheated on me like twice in the 2 months I've been here. So, okay, so he's moved away from where his girlfriend was at home, and home being his hometown. We've talked since the beginning of the relationship about having an open relationship because she never experienced fooling around in her teens. But I always talked her out of it. She never got over it though. She's partying several times a week at home since we agreed to just open it up yesterday. She's already hooked up with someone tonight, and she probably will almost every time she goes out. Now, we talk openly about everything, so I'm not really interested in hearing about how I should end a relationship and stuff. There is something else I'm wondering about, because the relationship and that stuff I have control over, and I know how to handle myself, at least for now. I'm also kind of sexually frustrated, and the only way I know how to hook up with people these days is Tinder, bars, clubs, parties. I used to be like her for many years from 18 to 21, hooking up every weekend and stuff. I'm considering for the first time since Halloween to go out and drink tonight, even though I pretty much have no friends here in Vienna yet. I haven't been drinking since Halloween because I'm trying to go without alcohol, but I find it very hard to have fun on the weekends meeting girls and hooking up without it. I know that I don't need it, but I want to meet some girls so that I can at least smash every now and then. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Alright, so great question. I would say definitely stay off the booze. Like, stay off the booze, man. Like, when you're drunk, you can't pull chicks, man. Like, seriously, you can't pull chicks when you're drunk as good as when you're sober. It's just not possible, man. Like, oh man, it's so much easier when you're straight and you're talking to drunk people to manipulate them and control them and frame them, etc. Like, it's just, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. I should say vegan fish. It's like shooting. It's not the word using shooting. It's like, when you're sober, picking up drunk women. It's like stealing fruit from a baby. It's so freaking easy. Alcohol reduces your chances. You're gonna get whiskey dick potentially. You got beer goggles. Like, what do you want? Do you want a quality women, or you just want to like have the beer goggle chicks that you like? As soon as you come to your senses and you try and get out of there ASAP. So it depends what your goal is. First goal, I'd say, dude, no one's gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell it to you. Andrew Tate ain't gonna tell you. Joe Rogan ain't gonna tell you. None of these dudes are gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you, get a vasectomy. Because you're going to get sperm jacked any moment, alright? If you got money, if you got 6 foot, you're going to get sperm jacked. Or even in general, you're going to get sperm jacked, guys. So, and hey, she's banging other guys and you're banging other chicks, and that's just, that's what it's like out there. So you're going to pay for someone else's ejaculation, or you're going to get your vasectomy, do your thing, and be all good, and she can be good too. So you have to worry about you knocking her up. But again, it depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for a life where you're a wage slave, to work in a job where you hate, to buy crap for kids who just become brats, rich little entitled brats who have no gratitude for you, or whatever. if that's the life you want, you know what I mean? Oh, you wouldn't understand. You're not a parent. Like, my kid's 8 and they're amazing. Yeah, wait till they're 18 and then write me back and tell me how good parenthood was. It's just how it is, man. It's just how it is. If you have kids and have a great experience, you got lucky. You should definitely get lottery tickets because you got really lucky, and I'm happy for you. Okay, I'm happy for you. Anyway, so she's out. So this guy's left his hometown. He's gone to Vienna. All right. So his girl's like feeling lonely. She wants some dick. She wants some masculine presence above all. And that's normal, man. Like, she's got a functioning libido. So that's what I mean. The guys want a girl with libido, but then when they go away, they want her to have nothing. And it's like, and when she's young, I don't know how old she is. She's 18 or something. So she's in that phase. She's just finishing puberty, and just like hormones are flexing, and it's all fun and games right now. So like, you're in that phase where you don't understand the consequences. You just want to have the fun, right? You don't understand. You're not thinking. You're thinking you just feel like you're invincible. And I know what happened to me. I'm all good. And blah blah blah. I take precautions. Oh my god, here we go. 9 months, and then my life's over. So it's just how it is. Protect yourself with vasectomy and the other prerequisites. But yeah, man, open relationship, like, it's all cool. Like, dude, you're not that into her. Let's be honest, man. You're not that into her, okay? And that's okay. She's probably more into you than you're into her. You've left her at home. You're going to Vienna to do student exchange where you're not even really that keen on, right? So it's not her, bro. It's you, okay? And I'm not saying in a bad way, like live your life how you want to live it, but you're not that into her, okay? You're not that into her. If you're really into her, you wouldn't want to go to Vienna. You wouldn't want to leave your town. You wouldn't. You'd take her with you, all right? You just make it happen. Like I wouldn't want to go ride around Australia by myself. I'd take Natasha with me. Like, if I did for longer than a week or two, I didn't want to be, I'm not into her. If your girlfriend or boyfriend wants to have months away from you, they're not that into you. If they want to go out and party and not bring you along, unless you're like a sour sob, they're not that into you. And that's okay. Like, it's fine like that. Like, I couldn't imagine, like, I mean, this is part of my life. When you're young, it can be a little bit different. But like, that's just me anyway. Because I guess I have partners in my life who I'm very compatible with. I get them to move in. The girls move in straight away in the first couple of nights. Go move in. Let's see if it's going to work. And I want to hang out. I want to spend time with them. So it's just how it is. Obviously, there's family things. Maybe they're going over for the family function. Okay, maybe different. But yeah, the fact that you've moved away from your hometown and didn't bring her along. That's okay, and that's okay, man. That's okay. Like, the relationships is about growing, right? Relationships, people focus on the longevity in a relationship and conditions, and no, I focus on like growth, man. And meeting each other's needs, like progressive thoughts like that. It's about growth. It's longevity. I mean, people just stay in relationships just because they've been in a long time. Like, I don't want my parents to think I'm a failure, or they do it for the kids, and I understand that. But no one's happy in that relationship. I mean, the kids probably are happier because they don't understand how adults run yet. But that's why, man, get a vasectomy. Kids just complicate things way too much. And it's 2022. Look where the world's going, mate. Like, people are just, well, what if you regret having a vasectomy? Dude, like, what if you regret the future your kids have got right now? You're going to regret that. And if you don't, then you've got a massive amount of keto brain fog. Simple as that, people. The world is absolutely frying right now. I don't even have to repeat that too much, but you know to understand what I'm talking about. Dude, go out, but no, don't go out. Get a vasectomy first, man. All right, and if you think you need alcohol, and I'm saying this is as a big brother. All right, so you might be pissed off. That's okay, but I'm coming here as a loving big brother, telling you how it is. I'm 44. I've been in the game a long time. I've had 9-year relationships. I've had threesomes. I've done it all, man. Drugs, sex, just the whole drug, sex, rock and roll, YouTube rock and roll. Like, I know what the time of the day is. All right. I can, cold call chicks on the street and get them home and get it going. Women who don't know me, all right? Not fangirls, which is fine, but women who don't know me from a bar of soap, because I know what women like. And here's the thing: there's no man out there who pull every woman. Even Chris Hemsworth couldn't just walk up to any chick and go, "Okay, let's go." All right? Maybe some 18-year-old Russian model could do that with pretty much any guy who's straight. Okay, let's go in the back of the car. Let's go. There's a van. Let's go. Yeah, but Chris Hemsworth couldn't just do that. At a hen's night with drunk women, he might pull a couple for sure. If he's sober and that, he'll increase his odds. But so women are the selectors. It's harder for a man to pull chicks than it is for a chick to pull men. Basically, a woman can walk down the street and just walk past 100 guys and grab their freaking veggie sausages and see who's keen. You know what I mean? Pretty much. And guys will be like, "Oh, did you just grab my sausage?" And people laugh about it. But a guy's just, So women, it's just easy for women. Women get away with things, and that's okay. It's just, we live in a double standard world, and that's fine. It's just, it is what it is. It's masculine and feminine. So it's just easier for women to meet people than it is for guys in general. Obviously the such and such lady might have a hard time versus Chris Hemsworth stop meeting people on the street. I'm saying though, in general. But we're talking like young women here, and young women, it's just, that's the easiest for them, because people like young women, prefer young women than older women. In general, I don't make those rules. That's just social rules. That's why Revlon use 18-year-old or 16-year-old Russian girls, versus 40-year-old no-name, everyday house mums. They don't use that. I mean, they might use it for some sort of social narrative, like, hey, we're fair and we're just and we're using everybody now. But back in the day, like, look at the Playboy models. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm talking about. So anyway, we're waffling on here. Don't drink alcohol, man. Like, going out and being drunk, it's not just dangerous. You get in a fight. So if there's a fight and you go, and you get king hit, and it's just like game over. You've had a concussion. If you're drinking a bit, you're just like, what are you doing? Like, alcohol for men and most women in a public setting is just a stupid idea, really. I mean, women can have a few drinks, open up, okay, but man, don't drink, man. Like, be sober as fuck. Be sober as fuck. Protect your testosterone. Protect your DHT. All right, guys. All right. Let her have a few drinks, then come home and give her the G spot leg tremor how she likes it, whether she's on top or you're on top, whatever, or you're giving her the choke hold or the hair caress or whatever she likes. Whatever she likes, you're going to give it to her and give her a good time. She had a few drinks, she's going to open up and relax, and boom, it's going to happen, all right? And you've got a vasectomy, so you're going to give her that full-on, baby sort of style sex. We're going to have a baby style sex. That's what women really want. Women don't want you to pull out. They want you to just drive it home and send the package to freaking Norway. Anyway, the North Pole. That's just how it is, man. Okay? And if you can disagree with me, you'll still be wrong. So I'd say, no alcohol. Alcohol is the fucking worst thing to do. If you're a teenager, as a man, alcohol turns you into a fucking loser. Seriously. Alcohol turns every man into a fucking deadbeat loser. No matter who he is. Alright? No matter his game or whatever. I mean, if you have one beer, okay, cool. But, other than that, if you getting sloshy, you just become a fucking loser. And if your goal is to pick up women, man, when you're fucking straight, women just fucking love that shit, alright? And you're straight and you're confident, you got eye contact, and you can just move the room. You can gaze at her from across the room, like, you just, you can feel your masculine presence, and all the drunk goofs are just like, hey baby, show us your tits, and then she's just, like, that's the thing, man, like, the age demographic of the chicks you're looking at, they want maturity. They want guys with emotional maturity. Ideally over 6 foot. But you know what I'm saying? But even if you're not 6 foot, if you've got the emotional maturity, you're going to stand out from all the other douchebags out there who are just trying to get a nut off and get a pump and dump. All right. So that's the deal. And your woman, she's let her be herself, man. She's like really horny chick, and she just needs variety. Like, let her be that. Let her be that. There's consequences to that with pregnancies and STDs and stuff, but there's precautions you take as well. But just let her be herself, and it's great that she can be open with you, man. But if you're punishing honesty, then you'll miss out in life. You won't grow. Right? You want your woman to be able to tell you anything. You just be like, okay, Not in a beta simp sort of way, like, yes, baby, you do that. Like, you're just like, I'm understanding of that. Okay, that's your needs, these are my needs, and I can meet those needs, you can meet my needs, and it's all good. And that's where there's growth. It's not like where you put someone on a pedestal and they can just do what the fuck ever, like smoke cigarettes in your lounge room and fucking put, an ashtray in your fucking pillow. Oh yes, baby, you can do that. Yeah, I'm letting you be a smoker. I'm letting you be a heroin addict. I'm letting you. These guys can come in and drive my car and just like charge my house. That's okay as long as it makes you happy, baby. So there's obviously like social limits and stuff like that, but it's as long as you're living your life and she's living her life and you're coming together. I mean, end of the day, it's about meeting each other's needs. She has her needs that she'd like you to meet, and that's great. You meet those if they're within your ethics and morals, and then you have your needs and you communicate those in a respectful way, and she meets those. And if one of you refuses to meet each other's needs, and those needs are important, then that level of relationship has transitioned into something else, and that's okay. Like, people change, we have different needs, or we have different phases we go through, like we have, so whatever phase you're going through in life, make sure you're doing it safely, responsibly, and as sober as possible, especially when it comes to alcohol. Alcohol's like the worst drug, alcohol's the worst socially accepted drug. Second would be caffeine. Caffeine causes anxiety, depression in most people, especially women. It makes many men become femme-centric beaters and snippy and snappy and freaking out over not much and getting paranoid. So yeah, and insecure. There's nothing women hate more than an insecure man who lets them make the rules. So, the rules are her needs to be met, her needs need to be met, and your needs need to be met. And the rules are you grow together, you have fun together, you communicate, you don't take things personally, you avoid punishing honesty unless you want to teach people to become good liars. And that's simple as that. But have goals. But again, you're not really into this chick that much, and that's okay. You're still young, you're finding what you like, etc., etc. You're finding yourself. So run through, but that's the thing, you got to be sober, man, because if you're not sober, you have experiences, you'll be like, oh, what really happened? It's like, what? I remember like mugging this guy one time. He was drunk on my street back in 94, 95, and he was on the freaking road, man. And so I drag him up onto this front yard, and he's got a wallet there. So I get his wallet out, go through it. I take all the cash, put it in my pocket, and put his wallet back in his pants. I thought, well, that's my fee for pulling him off this freaking street, and that's my little cash fee, man. You know what I mean? So, and hopefully he woke up next day and go, oh, I've been robbed. Oh, I was a bit of a dumb fuck for laying on the road, and maybe he doesn't even remember. Who knows? Maybe that saved his life. Maybe it didn't. Who knows? But anyway, I got cash, and I helped the guy out, and so for me, it was a fair trade. And treat people how you want to be treated. If that was me in that situation, if I was drunk, a man, as I was drunk and just lost control, and I'm just laying on the freaking gutter, on a street, and someone dragged me up and stole cash in my wallet, but not my cards and license, etc., then I'd be like, cool, that's a fee. That's a fee I've got to pay. Anyway, that's the deal. Alcohol is for fucking loser, man. I mean, if you've been drunk, have a few. If you've never been drunk before, have a few drinks with somebody you're safe, and no driving, etc. Just see what the buzz is, but realise alcohol for men turns you into a fucking beater, a fucking loser, and it doesn't matter if you're Andrew Tate or whoever. If you're drunk and you're waffling on blah blah blah, you just you're wasting brain cells, you're lowering your testosterone, you're lowering your function as a man, and you're not as sharp as you could be. Anything that reduces your sharpness in terms of a drug like that is a fucking bad choice.